Hey, what's up my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and today I'm going to share with you 7 signs that your third eye is beginning to open. I have other videos about this, but the one I made just about this, it was like my 3rd video, and I assume many of you have not seen it, so I wanted to do kind of an updated one because I get so many questions about the third eye. Noticing if your third eye is opening, it's pretty easy to detect. There are some classic signs that are very common when someone's 6th chakra, their third eye, is opening, and that's what this video is going to be about. And why is this important, you might wonder? Well, I kind of have a sweet spot with the whole third eye thing, because when I opened my third eye, I was kind of like a lot of you guys. I heard about it. I heard about the pineal gland, the third eye, and I sort of read about what it implied to open it, and I was like, wow, that sounds really fun and cool. I want to do that. So I bought a book, actually, this old book, and I followed the different meditations for a while, and it worked. I had all the different phenomena. I opened my third eye, and it was really neat. It gave me a tangible sense of a spiritual accomplishment. It showed me that you can push the envelope and it actually bends, that there really is way more to life that meets the eye. And just that not so much the literal third eye opening being super impactful, rather the implications that kind of thing, at least in my subjective experience, is real. It opened my mind to a lot of other possibilities, and then from that, a lot of other cool things happened as well. So it's important to me, this topic, even though it's sort of been popularized and it's just like a lot of things. It just kind of gets almost like it's a fad or something, but it's a very good trend I see. I'm happy to see people are interested. Anyways, I digress. Let's get right into this. Sign number 1, pressure. Oftentimes you will feel pressure in your third eye area, your forehead. It'll feel very similar to sinus pressure, but it'll move randomly, and it won't be associated with like sinuses. You won't have any phlegm buildup, but you'll feel that same like just a physical throbbing sort of pressure. And what that is the energy built up, right? It's kind of like at the third eye that's attempting to open it. So you have the energy there, and it's attempting to open. It just it hasn't quite opened up yet, but the presence of that chakra pressure is a telltale sign that it's about to open or in the process of opening. Another one is, number 2, is feeling vibrations or tingling in that area. That's one of the things I noticed a lot when I was doing the third eye meditations. I would feel like the buzzing. I would feel it, like the reverberations in my third eye area, and also just a tingling. There were just physical. I could just feel that on a physical, noticeable level, right in the area. Another one, this is a pretty telltale sign, is closed eye visuals. So sometimes when you're going to bed and you close your eyes, it's just black. Like right now I close my eyes, and even with sunglasses it's kind of red because it's kind of like sunny a little bit right now. But when it's dark and you're in bed and you close your eyes, it won't just be black. There'll be all sorts of activity that you can see as if you were actually looking at it. And this is often very individual and not what you would expect. I hear about clairvoyance, and for me it wasn't so clear of a picture, but I would see movement, lights, geometric patterns forming and moving, and sometimes I would feel like I was traveling through a tunnel. I wouldn't actually feel like I was going through a tunnel, but there was that sort of a visual experience of passing through a tunnel. Real beautiful divine lights. Just there's stuff going on. One of the most common ones is just the light. You'll perceive beautiful, divine, vibrant lights when you close your eyes in the dark. This is one that someone actually mentioned to me not too long ago, and it reminded me because I had this happen, but it's not as common. It's where you hear crackling sounds, and there's like also the feeling of energy in your body, up in your head, and you hear like crackling, almost like the energy is busting through all the blockages, and you actually it's an audible sensation. You can hear it. So don't freak out. I did a little bit. It was a little bit unnerving because it felt like sometimes the energy that actually, the Kundalini, the energy that opens up your chakras, can feel very powerful. Not always, but sometimes it does, and it can be a little bit frightening. And especially when you have that powerful energy, you got the lights and stuff going down that's new to you, and then you hear that crackling, it can be a bit unnerving, but that's a good sign. It's a temporary experience as your third eye chakra is being cleared. Eventually, you'll go into this next sign where it's more fully open, and the way that feels is it feels open. You feel almost like a draft in your forehead. It feels it's the opposite of that chakra pressure from the beginning. You just feel like your aura, your identity, your soul is just like way out there. And you just feel like you can sense into the world through your forehead. It sounds funny, and it feels open. It's just I can't think of a better way to describe it other than it's like the door has opened and it feels just real spacious. You don't feel like you ends at your forehead. You feel like your energy is all out there. For me, I find this comes and goes. Even now, when I had my initial third eye awakening experience, I had all these different things going down, but there were periods where it felt really clear and open, as I just described. But then it would seem to close back up, and I'd have the pressure again, and then it would open again. So it would kind of oscillate, like there was a process going on there. But that openness is that's where you really feel. That's when you really can see the lights easily, and all the other cool phenomena is much more easy to detect. This next one this is one of the cool. All those things I mentioned are kind of neat. Again, it sort of signifies that pressing of the boundaries, a pushing of the envelope. But what's even, I think, more useful in daily life is that the implication of your third eye being open say that you are going to be your intuition is going to be on freaking overdrive. You're just going to know stuff. You're just going to see through people, see through lies, see through the bullshit. And it's just going to make you feel very psychic, very in tune to what's going on. It's just a very noticeable spike in your intuition, and that's a very valuable skill to have, your intuition, so long as you trust it. A lot of people, they question it and they have it, but they don't really act from it. But if you can have it and then live your life influenced and guided from not only but heavily through your intuitive faculties, then you will be one to be an earth master, a good manifester, someone who is able to find their path much more easily than other people. And lastly, what will happen oftentimes parallel and maybe initially seen as unrelated is that spiritual information will find you. You don't have to really look for it. It will just fall into your lap. You'll be watching a YouTube video on maybe how to build up your biceps, and all of a sudden you'll see like a video all about 1111 and ascension and the third eye, and when that happens, you're going to find yourself sucked into it, just drawn to it, like, whoa, I don't know what this is, I don't know why it's here, but I don't want to do anything else except watch this video, and then it'll lead to the next and the next and the next and the next. Doesn't have to be on YouTube. That's how it does go for a lot of people, because YouTube does a good job of kind of suggesting videos randomly. What happened with me is I found myself fascinated out of the blue with near-death experiences, and I started going online and looking at websites. And then around that time, ironically, even though I didn't watch much TV, I noticed there was a TV show that just started around the same time, a brand new TV show all about near-death experiences. The whole show was like 3 or 4 people talking about their exact near-death experience. And it just can kind of happen like that, real synchronistically. Well, anyways, I think I'm done here. Again, I just wanted to kind of make this video for those of you who are having these experiences. You can label it as a very positive thing. It's a very liberating thing, and it just it indicates you are well on your spiritual path, whether you intended to be on the spiritual path or not. If your sixth chakra, your third eye is busting open, then you certainly are, my friend, and enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. I will see you soon. Again, my name is Victor. Have an amazing day. Namaste.